Hey guys, this is Spark Plus Ultra here, and this is my new What If. What if Deku was Sari Sumdac? Robotic Hero Life. And I hope you like this. This character literally reminds me of Generator Rex for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's because she has wings that could have similar properties as Rex, or she literally looks like she was a goddess. Whatever. Let's get down to this. And Zumi Medora was created by the genius herself, Zinko Midoriya, for her last passing of her original child. Inko made her be self-aware, self-conscious to the person's eye, and she made her about to the realistic term of human, as she passed the computer where if a robot intelligence can comprehend human thinking, and she passed it. And Zumi was about similar to a 6-year-old, where she was mostly sitting down and helping Inko with work, and sighing that she can't go outside for not being a human. And Zumi says, why can't I go? No. And Inko says, Zumi, I told you, can't go out because you have a different thinking, and you have different analogy. And Zumi says, but I know that people have superpowers. I doubt they could even tell I'm a robot. And Zumi gets a little frustrated. Inko says, okay, try not to show them the exoskeleton that's inside your bones. Okay. And Zumi walks and sees a little girl being picked on by little kids. And Zumi says, huh? Why are they hurting her? And Zumi walks and says, excuse me, why are you hurting this girl? And the 3 boys say, oh, it's because she is weak, and showing her that he has better works. And Zumi says, and why would you do that? That ain't how heroes are. And you're being more like villains. And Zumi was mostly the first boy says, "You're gonna regret saying that." And the first boy says, "You know who I am. I'm Katsuki Bakugo." And Zumi says, "Oh, Katsuki, huh? Well, it's not nice to meet you." And Zumi dodges out of Bakugo's range and grabs the girl and runs from him. And Bakugo says, "You're not getting away, you coward!" And Zumi says, "Are you okay?" And the girl says, "Yeah." Hey, those guys that take on the weed. And the girl says, "Thank you." And Zumi says, "Oh, it's nothing. So, who are you?" And the girl says, "My name is Mei Hatsumi." And Zumi says, "Mei Hatsumi? That's a interesting name." And she says, "Thank you." And Zumi looks at Mei and says, "It's first time that a person is nice like that." And Zumi says, "Why do you say that?" "Because my quirk allows me to see about 5 meters." And Zumi says, "Huh. Thinks kind of like robotics." And Zumi was, "Well, that's not how people take on you. You don't got to let them take on you." And Mei Hatsumi says, "I know. I was mostly finding parts to make a invention." Invention? In the confusing saying, Mei Hatsumi says, "I was making support tools and gear for heroes." And Zumi says, "Wow, this is awesome." And sparkling her eyes, saying, "You made this all by yourself?" And Mei Hatsumi says, "Yep, honey." And I stayed up all night. And Zumi says, "Jeez, how much did you drink?" Now, we go to buy cola lattes. And Zumi says, "That's so much caffeine." And Mei Hatsumi says, "You know, I didn't get that much sleep." And Zumi says, "Can't you just, relax? Take a break?" And Mei says, "No, need work to do. I always work so hard, and these days, these might help heroes someday. And Zumi thinks on her knowledge and says, wanna see something cool? Looking at the side, and Mei Hatsume says, sure. And Zumi gets rid of little parts of her skin. And then Hatsume says, wow, you're a robot. And Zumi says, maybe you should say synthetic human, but yeah, I'm a robot. And Hatsumi says, whoa, these are really good. Your creator must have had so much potential. And Zumi says, thanks. And then Hatsune sees the key around her neck. Hatsune says, what's that key on your neck? And Zumi says, that's my mom knows. I don't. And Zumi says, I think it was a family errand, but I don't remember where she got it. Then Hatsune says, doesn't look very interesting, but the section is the key. And Zumi laughs it off and says, thanks. I gotta go. My mom is waiting. And Hatsune says, ready. See ya next time. And Zumi, when she walks into her house and says, I'm home, she didn't hear her mom called out. And then she's looking around, finding her mom. And her mom was kidnapped. And Zumi was sad and went to get her back. And the key glows. Zumi says, why is it glowing? It floats up, and her hatch opens and says, whoa! Why did that open? And the lock looks similar to the key. And Zumi says, that's the key for my book. Then the key goes into the lock and does a glow, and Zumi's armor comes out and creates her body into a robotic suit. And Zumi says, whoa! I didn't expect that. And Zumi looks at her head and her body, and Zumi can create things that are similar to jet propulsion and her laser saw. And Zumi says, now this is what I call a new upgrade. Zumi was known as the robot hero called Jet Knight. And she lives up on that title on Vigilante. And Zumi was in the high grades and still friends with Hatsume. They are both going to UA, but Zumi, in 14 years, her body changed, surprisingly. She does have that same personality. When Zumi got into UA, she ran into the Sludge villain while she was going to meet up with Mei Hatsume. And the Sludge villain was yada yada yada, all the same thing. Hey kid, let me have your body. And Azumi was in a hurry, so she used her beam saw to heat and knock down the Sludge villain in a few quick hits, and says, "Sorry, gotta go. I have a friend to meet with." And Sludge villain has been knocked out, and All Might came down and sees the Sludge villain knocked out with burns and slashes marks, similar to the robotic hero who use hits that are similar to lasers of a heat. And Zumi says, "Hey, I'm here. Where are you?" And May says, "How's it going, Zumi? Still surprise me every time, you know?" And Mei Hatsume says, "Well, you always have to prepare for the unparables." And Zumi says, "Yes, I know, but what's the idea? What's your, big test?" And Mei Hatsume says, I made sure to make a weapon that was modified for you." And Hatsume brings it, and Zumi says, "Please don't let that be the same thing that you made out of the bathtub." And Ace says, "No, it's not like that. But you did give it a try on yourself one time. Hey, that was a test, remember? In a little annoyance, but a humorous laugh. So, what is it?" Mei Hatsume shows her the new upgrade she made, and says, "This one allows you to create a plasma like saw, making it almost cutting anything." And Zumi tests this out on a broken down car, and says, "All right, laser saw," and slashes the hood and the engine off, and says, "Wow, Hatsume, this really works." And Mei says, "Of course, that's why I inspired 3, helping with everybody issues of with my support here. And Zumi says, just wish I can find mom again. And Hatsune says, don't worry, because I got your back. And Zumi smiles and says, you're my best friend, Hatsune. And Hatsune says, you too. Hugging like best friends. Then Zumi goes to Yurei. And I hope you liked this video and hope you've subscribed. See you next time. Plus Ultra.